Hey, did you know that your ability to handle pressure actually defines how good of an entrepreneur you can be? Because if you can't, then just go work for somebody else. I'm sorry to break it to you, but business is not for you if that's the case. Hey everybody, my name is Odi and welcome back to another great video. Today we're gonna talk about handling pressure and how that's a crucial factor to business. Of course, throw a like, a comment, a follow, a subscribe, whatever platform you're seeing it through. It's always highly appreciated. So pressure is something very common in a lot of aspects of our life, but it can be quite intense in the space of business. That's why I'm bringing this up, and a lot of people actually talk about the positive side of business, which is freedom, financial independence, be your own boss, and all of that stuff, but not a lot of people actually talk about the challenges. And one of them is handling pressure. And you need to be aware of that, otherwise you're just gonna make a bad choice and be really disappointed about that afterwards. So I'm saying that actually pressure is really common in the business space because let's face it, we're humans, we're gonna have hard times, we're gonna have times that we want to give up, we're gonna have times that we didn't sleep well, we're gonna have times when we are tired, we need to take a break. But when you're a businessman, you are not the only one that you need to bring up. You need to bring your team up too, and that's not really easy. So if you have business people around you, or if you are a business person, you have my respect, because I know that's not an easy task. Because when a crisis comes, you need to be the one that's unshakable. You need to be the one that gets through the cloud and actually has the vision to move forward. You can see the light in the tunnel. You can see the positive side in all of the negative stuff, and you are able to pass that to your team and make them move forward with you. That's not something very easy. You need to be the one that makes the hard choices. There are gonna be times that you need to fire some people of your team. There are gonna be times that you need to take a different direction. There are gonna be times that you're gonna be questioned by your own team. You need to be the one that is not shaken by different factors outside. It might be the news, it might be your family opinion, a lot of stuff. You need to be the one that has a clear vision and moves forward. So pressure is something that I like to express it in this way. I say that stress, anxiety, or whatever you wanna call it, is actually the gap between the pressure you're being forced on and the pressure that you can handle. So the bigger the gap, the bigger the stress. So you either need to level up the pressure that you can handle, or lower down the pressure that you're being forced on. So the smaller the gap, the easier your life is gonna be. So I got 5 quick tips for you to actually do that. First tip is to actually prioritize. A lot of times we got a lot of things on our table and we just cannot get a solution because we see a lot of things, a lot of problems, and it seems like a mountain that we need to actually climb, and it's not easy. So the best thing you can do is actually piece by piece actually split that and see what needs to happen first, and that will actually make the process a lot easier, because you actually focus on a problem by time. So first thing, you need to prioritize and get things done quickly, but with the right order. Second thing is that you need to accept that failure is part of the process. You need to accept that you cannot avoid that. You need to accept that you're gonna have some fallbacks, some setbacks, but you need to learn from those and actually move forward. A lot of people actually get stuck because they think, oh, how did I fail? But it's normal. Just name me one person that is successful and has never failed. You can name no one, because failure is part of success. You need to remember that, you need to accept that, and be prepared. Which comes to the third point, which is prepare more. Preparing is something that's gonna level up how much pressure you can handle, because a lot of times when you're unprepared, you are not aware of the dangers, you get surprised by a lot of stuff that happen, and the more you get, like let's say when you get an exam, if you haven't actually studied a lot, you're gonna be really stressed because you are not sure that you know the right answers. So the more you have studied, the less the stress, because the more confident you feel that you got everything right in your head, and you know how to move your way through the result you want. So actually be prepared. That's really, really important. Fourth tip is to actually delegate tasks to others, which means that you need to find people that are better than you in some things and actually make them in charge of every aspect in your business. You cannot be the best in everything. You need to accept that. If you have an ego problem, I know that you're gonna face a lot of problems with that, but you need to level that ego down and understand that the team is more important, the team is better than you, and you need to find the right people for the right spots, and that's what a good team leader does. So you need to let some pressure off your shoulders and actually put that in your team in the right place, which is delegating. And that's why the subtitles today in this video and from now on actually get organized by somebody I hired, because I understand that he's better than me in that project. And number 5 is to actually, like I say, stop overreacting, because a lot of times the pressure that we feel is fake. We actually focus on that problem too much and we don't understand that it's a really minor thing, and we tend to major in minor things, and that's why we actually think that it's a whole mountain. But if we actually step back and see the forest and not the tree, we understand that it's not such a big of a problem. We tend to be a little bit drama queens sometimes, and that's why we tend to get all this anxiety, because we actually create that. Like Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on the solution, a lot of times the problem is not that big. But if you focus on the problem and the negative stuff and why everything happens to you, and you have that state of mind, it's normal that you get pissed off and disappointed. So those 5 tips, I hope that you like this. Of course, share it with 2 of your friends that you think that need to hear this. And until the next time, follow me or subscribe whatever platform you're seeing this through, and I will be glad to see you in the next video.